everyone, it's me Ryan here, and today it's gonna mark the start of my new sort of adventure. I'm gonna be attempting to do a clear glass back on the S8, which is this over here, and also swap everything from this other S8. You might be wondering why swap everything. Well, basically during one of my trips to Bali, I sort of took this phone swimming to do some underwater shots, and I tested the limits of water resistance, and it turned out I got the concept of water resistance a bit wrong, and water got into this phone. So this started my hunt for a parts phone found, which was a $50 Samsung Galaxy S8 or so, the gold version of it that had a cracked screen. I was quite lucky I got this deal. So basically, why I would say this is actually a good deal is that the price of a Samsung Galaxy S8 motherboard from China from AliExpress was $50 SGD. So basically I got a phone which was perfectly working fine with no issues except a damaged screen. As you can see, the OLED screen on here is working. The OLED screen on here is rather, well, not working here. You may be wondering why switch? Well, because the motherboard on this has a gyroscope which is not working anymore, so I can't use this phone for the Osmo, which is the main purpose of this phone. Then also other stuff like the light sensor is not working, wireless charging has stopped working also, which I used to charge the phone. I'm gonna start this assembly on this phone over here, take out the components to get ready to swap everything over. So with that, let's get started. The phone still works. Maybe the screen's a bit more messed up ever since I took apart the entire back housing. But it's quite good. That means I just need to take apart the other S8, which is a very long process. In fact, if you use a bigger suction cup, it would be better. But then also this phone was opened up by a previous person, and they used some sort of really sticky adhesive. So maybe that's the reason why it's damn hard to open. But it's good. At least it's still working. First smartphone operation, great. Time to put it back to sleep, then get the second smartphone open up. And another one. So this one's the water damage phone. It was really a lot easier to open. You can also see the difference in adhesive between the two. This one here is a lot more sticky, but it could be due to the fact that this isn't water damage and this is water damage. I can't really tell. But yeah, generally I'll say I thought there'd be more like corrosion in here, but it isn't. So yeah, I guess it's time for me to start. Overall, I do find that this project was a huge success, just that maybe in the end I did mess up the application of the gasket. I sort of flipped it upside down, but it still works. The back glass is still on the phone and doesn't fall out when I take it out of the casing. Yes, I also have a clear casing, but it's a bit yellow downside. However, if let's say you're wondering, let's say you repaired like computers before, how easy is it for this to do a phone repair? I'll say small things like maybe replacing the rear glass and maybe replacing the screen. This is not really the easiest task to do, to replace the screen, as it requires you removing the motherboard. But it is quite simple. It's just that like for PC it's a lot bigger than for this phone stuff. It's just like jigsaw puzzles and it's a lot more fragile. Basically during the repair process, I nearly bricked the new motherboard by bending the display connector pins. However, with some really careful prying with a thumbtack, I was able to bend the pins good enough so that the display connector would slot in properly and it still works. As you can see, the screen still turns on with no issues. So generally, if you are doing this yourself, like a battery replacement or something like that, battery replacement, I would recommend you all to be a bit careful on that too. I nearly did cause a fire by trying to remove the battery. Use insulated tools at the front part. That means like the tool can be metal, but then it has a coating of rubber over it so that you don't short the battery. And generally the plastic pry tools that comes with the battery aren't very useful, as those just snap off immediately. They're quite useless and cheap. That's why they don't work. And last thing to note, that trying to remove the back panel of the phone is a really tedious process. It takes patience, and then you must have a lot of patience. If you don't, you're gonna shatter the back panel, and then you have to buy the back panel, and there'll be a huge mess for you to clean up. So with that, we have come to the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe, share, comment down below. But if you don't like it, feel free to hit this dislike button down below. If any questions about like trying to do this, or you're stuck somewhere and try to find parts or something, do contact me either through Instagram or through the comment section down below. And with that, peace out. Bye.